The European Union, a club of 28 countries, and yes, the UK is still one of them. So let's head to Brussels, where at the heart of the EU are three institutions. Firstly, the European Commission. It is the executive of the EU. It dreams up plans for new European laws and implements the decisions of two other things, the European Council and the European Parliament. Now, the Council of the EU is where government ministers meet up from each member country to discuss, amend and adopt laws and to coordinate policies. And then there is the European Parliament. It meets here in Brussels and also in Strasbourg in France. It is the law-making body of the EU and the one bit that is directly elected by us. So, how big is it? Well, there are 751 MEPs elected from all corners of the EU, with 73 of them coming from the UK. But here's the rub with these elections. They only happen if you're a member of the EU, and by now the UK wasn't meant to be, but it is, and so they're on. MEPs will be elected to represent 12 chunks of the UK. Here's how it looked in two bits of the UK in 2014. Firstly, in Scotland, and then also in the southeast of England. Now, the election uses a proportional system to work out which parties and candidates are successful. In Scotland, Wales and England, parties choose a list of candidates in each area and voters just choose a party or any independent. Things are a little different in Northern Ireland, where voters list candidates in order of preference. Let's take a closer look at the result last time. That was 5 years ago. UKIP won more seats in the UK than anyone else, followed by Labour and then the Conservatives. 10 parties in total won seats representing different parts of the UK. Turnout was 34%. But loads has changed since then, not least, of course, the EU referendum in 2016. And we've also seen, watch this, the collapse of UKIP. 24 seats last time round, vumph, all the way down to just 3 when the Parliament dissolved. This time round, there are two new parties clamouring for attention, the Brexit Party and Change UK, with opposing views on our departure from the EU. And one final thought. What on earth happens if we go through this whole shebang and then the UK leaves? Well, our 70-something beaming victorious MEPs might be out of a job before they even start. So yeah, these elections are just a tad odd, but they could prove crucial in shaping the political weather and so determining everything from how long Theresa May lasts as Prime Minister to what on earth happens with Brexit.